Good morning and welcome back to Miniature Monday here on Gaming with ADHD, where it has been a week since my last stream. And you're probably wondering, was his claims of, being good and back to his regular habits all for naught? No, just life, but good things. Good things, all good. But I am back. We are here. And we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna hang out today. So, anyways, but no, actually did have a good week. Last Monday, as I told everyone, I probably was not going to stream because I had a doctor's appointment to get a camera shoved down my throat. Which was interesting. I didn't feel any of it. They knocked me out and I was gone. So that was interesting, just because they're like, okay, you're gonna go in and you're going to fall asleep, and then you will wake up back here and we will be done. And it's like, okay. Good morning, Silent Mouse. How are you, sir? And anyways, but did get to talk to the doctor. We got Hungar in the house. Good morning, my dear friend. Good to see you, sir. And apparently my esophagus is all tore up from acid reflux and all sorts of stuff. So that's gonna be great. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what he says in about a month. Which, dang it. I have to step away for 1 second before I forget something. Sorry, folks, unintentional. You know me, I always forget something. All right, I'm back. No, basically, Doc gave me prescription Prilosec. So, I'm supposed to be taking it twice a day. Anyways, I forgot to take it when I woke up. Exactly, Silent Mouse. Hashtag ADHD things. Nah, anyways. So yeah, so we've got that. We'll see what happens. I'm not too worried. It's just annoying. And then Friday I had we'll say a kind of once in a lifetime opportunity to go see something, and so wife and I did that. I spent 3 hours in the Arizona sun waiting to get into the thing, but it was still worth it. Very, very interesting experience. So we'll leave it at that. All right. You know what? We can talk about all that while we're working. So I'm going to switch over my camera. And now the chicken goes off. I'm not sure which one it is. Anyways, so yeah, that was why I ended up not being here on Friday. Yes, I remember you saying that yesterday. That is super awesome. That means it got there. That is the one thing that I was worried about, because obviously international shipping, and once it's there, not a whole hell of a lot that I can do about it. So, all right, Hungar. Be well, sir. Actually, I'm going to save that because I'm going to need to do a bit of that. Anyways, all right. So this is what we've got today. Right now, I've got 3 mechs in various stages of completion. We've got the Clan Wolf, Gamma Galaxy, Wolfguard, something I think is what. Anyways, but so we got the orange tiger stripe paint scheme. Looking at this, I've got to probably clean some of this up. I've also got to find some extra little. I'm still not happy with just little. I need to pick out some little details. But we'll get to that. I'm actually going to pull him off. We've got the Hatchetman that I have not yet finished, who's, I don't know what status he's at. And then I completely forgot that I'd started working on this. But the Behemoth that that is going to end up like 3058, the cover. So no named pilot for this guy. Just the cover look, but I don't think I have a whole lot more to do. So basically, I think I've got just like a whole bunch of some of everything to work on. So we'll do that today. So that chicken. I don't know if you guys can hear that chicken in the background. She is something. Like, my guess is she probably just laid an egg, is all. Oh, there she goes. She stopped. The pilot of 3058 got named, or the pilot of the Behemoth on the cover of 3058 got named. Is that what you're saying, Silent Mouse? Good morning, Mundo. I need to come up with a better brush organizer. Yeah, let's go with the 0 flat. 3050. I thought it was. Oh yeah, that's right. 3058 is the bushwhacker. Thank you. I knew what I was talking about. At least somebody in chat knew what I was talking about as well. If you could find that name for me, that would be great. Now I'm curious if they ever named the pilot for the Ghost Bear Timberwolf on the cover of the old compendium. But TRO, clan invasion, or ill clan. Okay. Well, I got the bundle of holding that they did recently for the digital TROs and the digital record sheets. So I do have those. but I will take a look.
But yeah, I'm just curious about if they ever did the, or if they ever named the Ghost Bear Timberwolf
from Compendium, because I painted that one too.
So it would be nice to have a name to put to a mech.
So
all right,
so starting, let's see, let's talk about, I mean, unless somebody wants to ask
a specific game-related question or something, I'll talk about
semi-rough plans actually getting smoothed out, so it's semi-rough, I mean, is the glass half smooth or is the glass half rough? I don't know, you decide. That was probably one of the dumbest things I've ever said.
Sorry, folks.
I don't know why. I feel really dumb for saying that one,
but it's still making me laugh.
Anyways, so
I've got a couple of plans for the channel.
It's like I keep doing unboxings or I keep, painting miniatures, but I struggle. And yeah, I'm going to straight up blame the Star Colonel Sarah Ikaza.
Cool. Thank you. I struggle with reading through the rules and
getting the game to the table.
And so as I've, oh my gosh, all the chickens are going nuts.
How much you want to bet? I'm going to go out. I'm going to find out there's a dead chicken.
And they're all kind of freaking out about it.
Or they just want snacks and
are grumpy about it. One of the two. Anyways, so
okay, here comes Kim to check on them. Thank goodness. I know.
Anyways, so
I've been struggling with
I kind of want snacks too, Silent Mouse. I don't blame you.
Anyhow, so the plan
is, or actually, okay, let me backtrack to kind of give some explanation. So, you've been around the channel for a while. You know I'm friends with Max from Legion of Myth. And if you weren't aware, on Sundays, they do the RPG Digest, which is live streamed on Sundays, but then it's made members only, and then broken up into individual videos that come out periodically throughout the week. And while I'm not sure I'm going to make it members only content, I like, or okay, let me rephrase that. Or let me back up a little bit. So what they do is they have, they essentially have like 5 segments, but in the first half of the show, they cover an RPG in detail. And by in detail, I mean they're going to take like 4 to 10 weeks to cover a particular RPG. Literally from start to finish, reading through, doing a deep dive, talking about the rules, talking about essentially like a chapter by chapter breakdown of the rules. And then in the second half, they take some other RPG, and then there's 2 hosts. So Max does the first segment, doing the deep dive, and then his co-host Heathen Dog does an overview of something. Maybe it's just a whole role-playing game that they don't want to do in depth. Maybe it's a supplement of some sort. Anyways, and so just kind of giving you some general overview. So as I said, I've been struggling, I'll buy a rule book and then I'll skim like a few pages, but then I won't, then I'll get distracted by another new thing, and I'll get distracted by another new thing. And so I end up with lots of stuff that I could cover that I don't cover. But it's also a bunch of stuff that I would like to cover, or I'd like to at least finish reading and learning more about. And so I've been thinking about it, and I'm still sort of lining up time, but it's most likely going to end up on Wednesday evening. I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to put my own kind of spin on it. It's the same general idea, but just a little bit different. I think anything else needs some of this black and silver. Anyway, so I've kind of got an idea on how I want to do it. I'm going to start with some stuff that, quote unquote, people don't care about. So, be it, like, it's stuff that I care about, and maybe other people will care about it, but it's more stuff that I'm not expecting, like, huge audiences or, you know, anything to go viral. But just stuff to kind of like test the process and see if I like it, see if it's sustainable for me before moving into, we'll say, more important subjects. And I hate putting it that way. It's not like how I really feel about it. It's just, it's like anything. It's like anything else. Like your first YouTube videos all kind of suck, but then you figure out better ways to do things. And so I don't want to come in, you know, with a lot of high expectations, you know, because I care about it a lot more. So, or the audience cares about it a lot more. So it's like eventually, like if we can prove we can do it with some less important things, then maybe it'll be better by the time we get to more important things. Does that make sense? Am I rambling too much? Anyways, so the theory right now is we'll do it on Wednesday evenings. Instead of getting like a singular co-host, like Max and Heathen, it's always Max and Heathen Dog. If Heathen Dog's not there, it's just Max. You know, Max doesn't bring in a ringer or anything. But for mine, like, depending on the subject matter, I'll bring in a host who also is interested in the particular topic, so that we get a little bit more a little bit more buy-in, because what we're also going to do is cover give me a second. Instead of doing like Legion of Myth does and have one deep dive and one overview, it's just going to be the deep dive, and we're going to kind of tag team doing the deep dive. So that's kind of the initial thought process on how we're going to do it. And sorry, just making sure that I'm getting... Man, this guy is like really boring. Yeah, well. So both the hosts will be taking on the deep dive, and and contributing to the discussion on it. So that's the plan. That is the theory of what I'm gonna do. Right now, I'd have to say I think the first two that we're gonna do. So, a fellow YouTuber, he's been in chat. He's in chat sometimes. He's usually not up as late because he gets to stay at home with the kids, and so can't be up too late. But Seraphis, the procrastinating space pirate, is a big fan of the Eberron campaign setting for Dungeons and Dragons. Now, as you know, this isn't really a Dungeons and Dragons channel. I will cover it if I feel it's relevant. But the general approach is I don't really want to cover D&D. But Seraphis is a big fan of Eberron as well. And so I figure basically that's kind of my thought process of picking something not a lot of people care about, and we're gonna cover the first one we'll cover is going to be the Eberron 3rd edition campaign setting. And do a deep dive into it, like they do on Legion of Myth. Sorry, listening to Kim laugh at the chickens. Okay, clearly one is not dead, so that's good. Anyhow, so that's essentially going to be like the first one that we do a deep dive on. It's Eberron 3rd edition. I'm not sure how many people are big fans of it. Eventually, I'd like to do some Battletech stuff. Haven't decided who I want to bring in as co-host on that. Biggest issue is going to be the timing, because it's going to be it's most likely going to be Wednesday evening for me. So for Seraphis, it works out because it's essentially his midday, and doing it on that day, his kids are actually at daycare. But yeah, so I want to do some Battletech, Shadowrun. Ooh, maybe I could get Glenn to help me for Shadowrun, because we'd cover 6th World. Shadowrun definitely won't be until next year, though. Because that one I actually kind of want to coordinate with Legion of Myth. Apparently they're going to cover second edition Shadowrun. So we'll see. We'll see when we do that. I kind of want to cover some board games, but I don't know. Just because, well, once I get this upgraded, I might be able to do it better, but I'm not sure if it would work out well right now. So we will see. All
right, I need read out 3055. That is a horrible scan of the cover. Okay, so now I get to push myself. That is a huge cockpit. All right, let me share this. Look at that. Look at the size of that cockpit. That's this whole thing. That's a lot of cockpit. But the other thing is, so I got these red stripes here. I also didn't realize there's a shark mouth on it. So I just got a little bit more of a challenge here. Thank you, Mundo. All right. Let's do this. All right. We're going to need a little bit of black gray. Just a scotch. We're going to put that down here because it looks... I realized I could go get my 3058 or 3055. Why do I keep saying 3058? I know that's wrong. I'm looking at the book and I know it's wrong. But I keep saying 3058, so sorry, folks. But looking at the art, there's a little bit of a black outline for the shark mouth, so that's why I'm putting the black gray down first. Looks like there's like a chin-mounted small laser or something. Let's see here. Behemoth. Stone Rhino. Yes, one small pulse laser. Okay, and so the arms are large lasers, not Gauss rifles like I thought. I thought it was all Gauss rifles. That's way less fun. But answers a couple of questions on what to do for paint. And Heraldic Red. I love this Heraldic Red from Reaper. It's bright, but it's not too bright. It's like really the only way I can describe it. Just like Kim's soul. She said it, not me. I don't get it either. And of course I've got a plugged dropper. And I lost my straight pin. That's great. Yeah, pro tip. Keep a straight pin at your painting desk so you can, you know, open up the dropper bottles when the paint dries in them. Just saying. Anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of the up. I mean, obviously I still want to do regular videos. I want to do regular paint streams as I've been doing. But I also want to do these deep dive videos to essentially force me to read my books, read my rule books. Mundo asks, how do you keep your dropper bottle from letting paint out after you open the bottle to use it? I don't. Because I know what you're talking about, like where just kind of like the natural fluid dynamics kind of pulls the paint out when the pressure's released. So I don't know if it's like air pressure or temperature. Like I think, I mean, the problem there is that essentially it comes down to you have to identify where the problem is.
and I just laid out 3 possible problems. And I don't know. Hey, nerds! Yeah, see, that would, to me, that would be like an air pressure issue, because the thing is that you have that narrow tip for the dropper, which is then going to like, no matter what, once you get paint in there, paint is going to stay in there. It's not necessarily going to all drip back down into the bottle itself. And so then when you open the bottle, like I said, whether it's air pressure or fluid dynamics or temperature, you know, I don't know necessarily what causes that, but something along those lines is going to cause that paint to just squeeze out once you open it. Okay, that is simple, but I really like it. It's, I don't, like, that does a lot to just set this off. Now comes the hard part, the shark teeth. Again, I'm just trying to maintain that black rim. Yeah, sorry I don't have a better answer for you, Mundo. I will say that the Monument hobby stuff is way less common. For paint to just naturally escape when I open it up. But even then, what little does escape, also I think it's partly because it's a much larger opening, and what does escape usually doesn't just kind of like explode out. Usually it's just like a small dot that I can just, you know, put into the palette anyways, so there's a fourth problem. You know, the paint containment device. Could be faulty. See, so that's why I say it's like you can't solve a problem without knowing which problem it is. Not too bad. Oh, don't even get me started on GW paints. That is, I am not a fan of paint pots at all. Doesn't matter what iteration of paint pot Games Workshop has put out. Never liked it. Yeah, you will not hear me complaining about that. Oh, I should do this. While I let the red dry, so I make sure that it's dry, because this guy really doesn't get any other colors, so let's just put some wash on him. And maybe he'll be dry by the time we're ready to close up shop for the day. But yeah, exactly, Mundo. All paint containers seem to have some issue. And they're also all kind of different. So yeah, sorry I couldn't really help you with that one, but hopefully just chatting about it gives you some ideas on where to start. Because yeah, I usually just try to just, like, any paint that's escaping, I just try to quote unquote capture it and use it. But that doesn't always work. So oh, and nerd, since you're lurking in chat, if you're ever in Arizona, you are welcome to come over for a game of Battletech. You just let me know. Because I know you've seen pictures of the table. Oh, I am very bummed. We were supposed to do a game of Battletech this weekend, but like, and like, okay, advanced warning for me is literally like 6 hours. You know, it's like, hey, would you like to come over for games tonight? I might think about it 6 hours prior, maybe. You know, I'm bad at planning ahead. But so like our little Battletech group. Now it's a Saturday. I realize that can be difficult. But I threw it out there like 2 weeks ago. Hey guys. The 24th. Let's do Battletech. Crickets. One friend, he was totally in. Second friend, oh, I've been sick. I probably won't be able to make it that day. Totally understandable. Hey, I'm not saying you have to come to Arizona. I'm just saying if you find yourself here, all you have to do is just say, Brian, I would like to come play a game on the table. And if I am in town, we will schedule it. That's all I'm saying. So what is the invitation? If it just to come over for games, and yes, Mundo, I'm bad at inviting you too. But I've been percolating ideas on that too. So, oh yeah. So, anyways, we it was like, hey, let's play Battletech on the 24th, and it wasn't until the 22nd that one guy was like, and he hadn't said anything, and then finally, oh, I won't be able to make it. It's like, bruh, you told me that you needed plenty of advance warning, which is fine. And so it's like, we're sending out text messages for a couple of weeks. That's okay. It's Saturday evening. I get that can be difficult to get away from the wife and kidlets. It's not coming out horrible. Either the paint's too dry or my brush just is not holding a good point. Maybe both. Not great, but not horrible. But yeah, Mundo, I was thinking about it as I was waking up this morning, that I should probably have you and Ben come over. Maybe we'll get one more guy. And have you teach me Combat Patrol. Or should I just say 10th edition? So actually, we can just invite Jaden along. Because he's a little interested. He's got Death Guard. It's funny, he was over yesterday and he's digging through our Infinity miniatures. And he literally said, oh, all of my Infinity miniatures is like, bruh, I would like to know how much you have spent on Infinity miniatures. Because I am not sure that it is sufficient to say my Infinity miniatures. I'm just going to throw that out there. Some children. Anyhow. So now the question is, with my birthday coming up next month, do I take him? Okay, nerds, that's fair, except when the person is trying to claim the miniatures that you paid for as their own. Like, the Nomad figures for Infinity, I will concede, because that's always kind of been the thing. That was the faction that he liked, and so if he wants to claim the Nomads as his own, that's fine. But he wants to claim all of the Infinity miniatures that I paid for? No, that doesn't fly. I'll even allow his Death Guard, which I think he's bought like one set of Terminators. But other than that, I've bought the rest of it. So I was more asking him, but actually, and that's the thing, I wasn't technically asking him how much he had spent on them. Actually, no, I did specifically say how much he had spent. Actually, what was really funny is he then turned around and he's like, look, I enabled you into purchasing 100% of them. So I'm claiming ownership. And it's like, bruh, this is not going to end well for you. So, yeah, it was some good-natured ribbing. ERPPC
and a small laser. Where's the small laser?
I'm going to say that that's the small laser. I don't know if it's the small laser.
I don't care. So, yeah, I mean, I'll agree with you in a general sense, nerd's nerd.
But I will absolutely have no regrets over using it to shame my son about trying to claim ownership of my miniatures. I don't care how much I don't use them. Until I'm dead, they're mine. That's actually kind of one of the funny things is that the wife has threatened multiple times, oh, when you die, I'm just going to toss all your game stuff in the dumpster.
And it's like, no, you're not. You let the children come in and they can claim whatever they want. They can argue it out.
Board games, miniatures, whatever. You get to claim it. But yeah, and then the rest, sell on eBay and split the profits.
But yeah, until that point, he doesn't get to claim my miniatures. That's my point. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Let's see.
Oh, okay. Dun, dun, dun. All right. I hope the wash is dry enough.
This guy is still super shiny.
But yeah, needless to say, I've got good kids. Sometimes they're kind of dumb.
Oh, that's the other thing. I keep forgetting to say this.
So the deep dive shows that I'm going to do,
one that's in planning is for Kim to join me, and we'll cover the My Little Pony role-playing game. And I'm actually kind of excited about it. And we will cover it 100% straight.
Like, no bronies at all. Seriously, bronies are weird. I need another color. From the speed paint. I don't use my speed paints anywhere near as often as I should. All right, let's use some High Lord Blue. Anyways, but Kim has been threatening for at least a couple of years now to run the My Little Pony role-playing game and make all of us play it. And by all of us, I mean our family of 3 boys and 1 daughter-in-law. Which is fine. You know, like I was thinking about it, and it's like I could emphasis just be a jerk. It's like I don't want to play My Little Pony. But like the number of things that I've gotten her to play with me, I'm not even being weird about it. I'm just saying. Like, it's if she expresses interest in something, it's not fair to say no, we're not going to do that. I mean, she deserves to. Oh, there's stuff on my hands, and I don't want to risk getting it on them all. So if she is interested in bringing my little, hey, see ya, nerds, nerd, in getting My Little Pony to the table, I can humor her. And play the game as well. But I did ask her if she wanted to join me on stream and do a deep dive on it, and she said yes. So I think that could be fun. So we'll see. Yeah. I think I'm getting the laser colors wrong, but it's fine. Oh, you know what? Let's do the cockpit on this guy green. I think that'll be a nice contrast to the orange. All right, now I want a little bit different blue for the behemoth cockpit. And then I'm going to actually call these suckers done. I think technically on this design, like the cockpit view screen, it's supposed to just be like this little sliver, but I don't care. I like kind of like the Cyclops look of that. I really do. Sweet. All right, now let's get some black and do the bases. And I can say I've finished 3 models today. Because I did. I finished them. They didn't start that. I didn't start them today, but I finished them. Thanks, Silent Mouse. having to hold them weird because I got some speed paint on my fingers and I do not want to transfer it to the model. Anyone else? Anything else going on? Am I just speaking to the wind? Oh, and that's another thing I will be starting next month is working on that statue. I keep forgetting it. That's like really the only thing I could say. All right. Sorry for keeping that out of the frame. That was an accident. Anyways. All right. So I am going to have to put a couple of decals on. I've got to find them. Actually, they're just right over there somewhere. But I also want to let all of this dry. Make sure it's perfectly stable before I do anything like that. All right, well, three miniatures are done, mostly. We've got the 3055 Behemoth, complete with shark mouth. The Gamma Galaxy Ice Ferret, and the Swordsworn Axeman. him, I'm a little less impressed. Me, but regardless, all right. So at this point, it is about 10:30. This is when we normally would stop if I had started on time at 8:30, like I like to do. But that is regardless. So again, look for hopefully videos coming out this week. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for, just keeping me company while I get some painting done. And yeah, we'll keep working on this. We'll keep, trying new projects, and we'll see where we go next time. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. Thanks for watching, everybody. And at worst, I will be here on Friday. So thanks, folks. Have a good one.